What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Long time no see. So, I've been on a really long hiatus. I haven't posted anything up for a while, and I apologize about that. I've been, transitioning with a lot of stuff in terms of moving with my job to another state as well too. Now that I have more time to play the game, I recently did get back into the game. Um, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit more advanced, I would have to say, but I like it. I like it, and I currently do like the format of it a little bit, and it's pretty competitive. And the deck that I brought back that I am playing right now, it is it's DDDs. Yeah, this is a very heavy, combo heavy deck. This is a very, you have to use your head type of deck in order to play it. But if you know what each and every card does and what each and every card like complements the other card, then it's pretty easy to break down with the combos and everything like that. So, yeah, let's just get on to the deck profile. This is just my take on DDDs. So the first card I want to show you guys is that I play three of the Foolish Burial. I feel like this is the best opener of the entire deck. This card pretty much like sets up your play with the Necro Slime and also the Vice Typhon just in case. So yeah, in my opinion, this is definitely the best opener card. Next, Kepler. The Dark Contract Rhoda of the deck. I did use his second effect like quite a few times where I have to send a DD monster, a DD card back to my hand in order to do more shenanigans all like that. It was actually pretty neat. I liked it though, but definitely I would have to say second place to the other guy. Next, the card that makes this deck competitive is definitely Griffin. This thing is literally broken in almost every way. It has almost 4 effects. He's the one that pretty much sets up your combo play every single time. And he's the one that gets the deck going and makes the deck competitive again. I don't think the deck would be competitive without this, in my opinion, but this one is definitely a must-have 3, no matter what. And the fact that it's a level 4 too, it's just amazing. Next, Green Slime, Swirl Slime. I'm pretty sure there's multiple YouTube videos talking about this thing. I'm not gonna go into it way too much. It's pretty late as of right now. It's almost like 10 o'clock when I made this video. I'm pretty tired. So, yeah, he has a hand effect that you get the fusion summon. You get to banish him from the graveyard, special summon from hand. He's a good combo extender as well, too. The next card, I was very, hesitant on playing at 2. At first, I was playing it at 1, but then I realized I did need the second copy. It is Orthoros. Again, at first, I was only playing 1. I was only playing 1 when I just got back into the game. And then someone Mystic Mined me, and again, I got back into the game. I didn't know what it mean and everything. And he won the match because of Mystic Mine, and I was looking through it, and I was like, oh, okay. And the Pendulum Scale, he kind of has like a Scrap Dragon effect a little bit. So, and he's a level 4 tuner as well too, and which can set up your play as also the Baron combo and also the Siegfried as well too. So he's actually really, really good at 2. I wouldn't cut it to 1. I just feel like his effect to pop other opponents' back row cards or like that, it's just really, really comes in handy. One time I even destroyed a guy's anti-spell fragrance because of this, and because of that, I won the game, literally. Next, the one-ofs, Ragnarok, Thomas, the main big skills I play. Thomas, he's the guy that recycles the pendulum monster that's from the face up extra deck. I use his effect many times in order to recycle whatever I need, and then after that, just keep going to extend more combos. Ragnarok, in my opinion, he's the best card in the deck. He's the he's the best extender in the deck as a pendulum scale and also a monster scale as well too. And there's a rare occurrence where I did use his monster effect where I tribute another DD monster in order to banish the card on the problematic card on the field, or the problematic monster on the field. There's many times I used that effect just to get out of outs, or get out of get out of a situation where I need to push for a game. I am still test playing the deck. I am still trying to run 2 Ragnaroks. However, this deck is very hard to make room in due to the fact with all the pieces and everything. Yeah, but for now, I'm just going to play the one-ofs, one Thomas, one Ragnarok. I want to cut this lineup whatsoever. Next, I call them the Graveyard Trinity, Necro Slime, Lamia, and Vice Typhon. I'm not going to say much about these two because these two are literally the best graveyard extender combos, whatever you want to call it. Vice Typhon, let's just say this card to me, he's good. I'm not going to lie, he's good. But however, he's not good when you open him and there's really nothing you can do. You know, he's a level 7. You can't just normal summon him and just put him in defense and whatnot. You know, as I'm going along, I'll explain, but for now, he's kind of like a love-or-hate relationship with me. No, I'm not trying to bash on anybody that uses the card or anything like that, but for now, I am using him. He does come in handy sometimes, but in the future, I'm thinking about cutting him for the second Ragnarok. I'm not too sure. I haven't done enough testing with the deck. I've only gone to a handful of locals. So, but other than that, for now, I will play him. He did come in handy with Big Genghis, in order for me to negate and push for game. Yeah, but other than that, I do play one at the moment. Next, I'm just going into the hand traps. The hand traps I do play is Ash Blossom, Joey Spring. It's pretty much the main hand trap of the entire the entire game right now. It shuts down everything. Literally everything. It's good against every single deck. Yeah, there's not much more to say. Next, yeah, Impervious. You know, I'm not gonna say much about it. It's a really good hand trap at the moment. Double Effect Veiler, one Call by the Grave. That's pretty much my entire lineup. I like it. I'm not gonna lie, I do like it. As of right now, it's not really cloggy or anything like that. It's the perfect ratio. The 10 hand traps is literally a perfect ratio. Every single time I shuffle and I draw, I always drew into one. So, you know, and I also drew into my combo pieces as well too to go in. It's pretty much the perfect balance. I did play 12 at the beginning like that. I didn't like it too much because I opened up way too many hand traps. That's it. But yeah, in my opinion, I feel like just 10 hand traps in general, you know, or 9, it's literally the perfect ratio in my opinion. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm just extremely tired again. Next, I play the small world package, except I only play 2 small worlds instead of 3. The reason why I play 2 is because there's many times where I would play this deck with 3 small worlds and a Archfiend, and I would open up with two small worlds in one hand, and I'm like, great, this is, you know, you can't really do nothing. I mean, you can set one on board and then have to pretend it's a bluff, but you know, knowing this format, if you don't activate your interruptions with certain cards your opponent know that it's gonna be a bluff no matter what. That's what I realized going into this format. And again, it's a very fast-pacing format, and people are gonna pay attention to what you hand trap and what you don't hand trap, what you stop and what you don't stop. If that makes sense, sort of say. So I feel like this is the perfect ratio. I draw this card whenever I need it. 2 is not so cloggy. Archfiend Eccentric is not really a dead card in the hand because I can use this as kind of like the Scrap Dragon effect, such as Orthoros. So, you know, pop problematic cards in the pendulum scale. So he's not that bad. But other than that, yeah, I like the engine so far. I can't complain. Can't complain. Next, the contracts, 3 dark contract of the gate, 1 dark contract of the swamp. I do not play the field card. The field card, every single time I open it, is a brick. It really doesn't extend the combo that much. I mean, at most it lets you brings out a Siegfried, but there's other combos without it that you can go into Siegfried with a better board. Like, I'm pretty sure there's multiple combo videos showcasing that combo and everything like that. But yeah, this is pretty much my dark contract lineup. Next, 1 for 1. Again, you know, again, it's a pretty much a board extender. It's a combo extender as well too. Just in case if I do draw into that Vice Typhon or Necro Slime in this, or if I draw into the Archfiend in this, you know, I can still make a play and everything like that. Yeah, it's just a free combo extender, really. I mean, you know, nothing else to say. Next, I play 1 DD Headhunt. DDD Headhunt. This is the most broken trap card in this deck. Like, it's wow. It is literally a Snatch Steal and an effect or an Impervious all in one. And on top of that, if it's an extra deck monster, it becomes a DDD card. So it's, I mean, I'm not gonna say much about this. I'm pretty sure there's multiple YouTube videos about this card, you know. All right, next, my personal tech of the deck. There's with many testing, many trials, many errors. I will admit I made some mistakes playing this deck, but my spicy tech that I choose to play is Triple Tactic Talons. Yes, I main deck 3 of these. Because when I play this deck, going into this meta, I know for a fact you're not gonna, in a perfect world, you want perfect combos, you want your board set up and everything like that. But, you know, obviously in a perfect world, that doesn't exist. And I'm sorry if I'm a little too harsh and I'm a little too, like, brutal about it. I'm sorry, that's just how it is. Every single time I play this deck, there's always a hand trap interruption that is going to happen. Neither you're going to get Ash, neither you're going to get Veilered. There's some type of play that your opponent has over you during your main phase. Usually this deck would hurt a lot when you get hand trapped to stop your combos in play. Triple Tactic Talons, it gives you a chance in order to fight back after your board or your combos being interrupted. You know, and it's very versatile as too. It has three effects. There's one play where I looked at my opponent's hand and I snagged a Nibiru right out of his hand and sent it right to the graveyard, and I won the game after that. You know, you can choose the effect to draw 2 to try to go into more combo cards. You can take your opponent, you know, you can Snatch Steal. There's one time where I took my opponent's Masquerade Dragon because, you know, it wasn't going to affect me when I made all my goofy plays and everything. And I ran, and then after that, I suicided into another card because I wanted it dead. Yeah, like I said, guys, just give it a try. I know I sound crazy main decking this, but I promise you, give this a shot. You will not regret it. Next, going into the extra deck, it's pretty standard, nothing special about it. 3 Gilgamesh, you know, standard. I'm not gonna do too much explaining. I'm pretty sure everybody does. No fancy stuff here. Zeus. Next, the boss monster, in my opinion, Machina X. Wave High King Caesar, the Walking Solemn Warning, I call him. The Foolish Burial, Marksman King's Tell, Wave King Caesar, the one that searches for the Dark Contract, the Baron combo. I mean, the Baron and the Siegfried, the only two synchros that I played. The fusion lineup, I played 2 little, 1 big Genghis. There's nothing more to say about these. And my last card that I play, I'm always going to play this card no matter what. It saved me many times. It won me many games in time, actually, surprisingly enough. The Arc. Yes, I'm going to keep this card in my deck. I don't think I'm going to cut it. There's many times where I almost burned myself a game if I didn't make this card. There's many times I went against Sword Soul, and instead of burning for 1200, I would gain the 1200. You know, I remember one time, you know, I made this and my opponent had a Masquerade Dragon on board. And then after that, every single play I made, instead of losing 600, I would gain 600 instead. So the burning effect, the ability to gain life points on the burning effect is just broken. That's it. That's it. And another thing is too, it's also a level 7 as well too. So him and Lamia equals the Siegfried. So yeah. Next, going into my side deck, I played the Gamma Engine. You know, I'm not gonna say too much about that. Double Droll and Lockbird. This card put in work. Every single time I open with this card with a full combo, I usually win. DD Crow, Despias, next, board wipes. I play, 2 Lightning Storms, 1 Raigeki, 1 Harpy's Fairyluster. The reason why I don't play the third one, because there's many times where my opponent opened up his anti-spell fragrance, and then after that, I couldn't use this card. This card was just rendered dead. All like that, and I wouldn't be opening like any other cards. With these two, there's really no condition into using the cards, you know. So there was many times where I would have set this, and then after that, during my turn again, I would flip this, and after that, I would clear this back row, and then just keep going. Next, the MVP of my side deck, I would have to say Dimensional Barrier. Yeah, this card literally shuts down every card in the meta right now. There's no more, there's not much to say about this card, except it's just, the game stopper, so to say. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much my deck profile. I will be posting up more videos, more to come. I do have a surprise for you when the new set comes out, the Power of the Elements. Stay tuned. Thank you guys. Again, I apologize for the long hiatus, but however, I'm back.